I did just try to feed my brain with 1/2 of a gram. I went,
I just stuffed my face. I made some overnight oats. And
did you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get your recipe.
Yeah, it's super easy. It's 1/2 a cup of gluten-free oats, and then 1/2 cup milk, and then I just do like a dash of maple syrup,
Yeah.
and then some cinnamon. Shake her up.
What?
You know what I said.
What'd you say? What's that spice?
You know what I said.
Synonym? What's a synonym for cinnamon?
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm not.
Wait, I'm trying to think.
Okay, I thought you were like.
I can say Now I'm questioning if I can say synonym. Synonym.
Synonym. Cinnamon.
I don't like it. Sin.
Cinnamon.
Min.
Yeah. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Some of my quirks.
Oh my goodness, one of your many. Okay, this is going to be such old news by the time this comes out, but it's always ongoing.
We have to talk about it.
We have to talk about it. Scandival.
Yeah. It's taken the world by storm, which is so crazy.
It has taken the world by storm, has taken this office by storm, has taken John Schaefer personally by storm. Yeah. You look at him, you see a storm brewing in his eyes. He is trying to focus on his work, but all he's thinking about is Scandival. And so I'm just praying for him.
I hope he makes it out okay.
I think he will. I think we all will. But seriously, what better marketing strategy
for a show
could a reality show have than a huge scandal that, it has taken the world by storm.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know what this is all about. Even
right.
a person who has never watched 1 second of that show.
That
in
is
my
happening while the season's airing.
Yes.
And also they're continuing to film.
Yes.
Right.
And so they're releasing teasers of the fallout after everyone finds out. Okay. And if you don't know, Google Scandival, you do know. But from a marketing point of view, brilliant, genius. And, I feel bad if people.
They're people's actual lives.
They are.
But you know what you're signing on for.
You know what you're signing up for. Or, I have a theory that these two individuals were already broken up and they needed a way to just keep.
Yeah. Get a bigger check.
Mm-hmm. And then in comes Raquel with that adorable haircut. I think I love her hair. I know I do.
Can I confess something?
Yeah.
I've just heard about it.
Okay.
I have no idea what these people look like.
Oh, you don't?
No.
And
I'm still invested.
See, that's wild to me.
I've only ever heard, I listened to a podcast that talks about it. I hear
You're
it
kidding
around
me.
here.
You don't know what they look like.
I've never Googled them. I don't know what they
so
look
maybe
like.
the marketing isn't working that well. Because, would you watch the show now?
If I had time.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So
I can barely keep my eyes open to watch Bob's Burgers at night sometimes.
Bob's Burgers.
That's my going to bed show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. I could ask you so many questions about what you do in your free time, but instead, we had people ask us questions.
Good one.
Yeah.
We did. We asked on all of our social platforms, we asked people to ask us questions about marketing, business, us, whatever came to mind, just anything they want to know, because our brains are full of just knowledge and opinions that
random information
we want to share with the world.
We do.
So that's what we're doing today.
We are. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Should we jump right into it?
Yeah, we can. I was going to talk about my balloon thing.
Oh, let's talk about your balloon thing.
This was a thought that came to my head this morning. So I'm planning a bachelorette party.
Which is a huge undertaking in itself.
As someone who is go with the flow, we'll do whatever we want.
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
I am like that as well. It drives my husband nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? He's
Yeah.
about plan.
Yeah. He's like, let's plan this vacation out. I'm like, let's maybe hop to the zoo, maybe go to a couple breweries. Let's maybe, I don't know. So try building a house together.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that.
Not advice.
No.
So I've been planning this bachelorette party, and I've been trying to order balloons to decorate the house with.
Okay.
And it has been a journey.
Okay.
I was going to spend a lot of money to do it. Then I'm like, no, I can do it myself.
Like a balloon
Well, that's a journey.
garland?
going to do the arch. Then I'm like, no, I can do something cheaper. So I was like brainstorming ideas, whatever. And I had this thought this morning because I literally spent an hour last night trying to finalize my order for these balloons through Party City. And I was thinking this morning, I'm like, because we were talking with Handy, because we had a brand meeting with Handy last week, and we were talking about resources and not only money being a resource, but time being a resource. And I'm like, I have spent so much freaking time trying to figure out what the delivery of balloons, what type of balloons to get, how are they going to get there, should I go and get them, all this random stuff. And I'm like, I could have saved so much time and just spent the extra money, and I wouldn't have had to worry about it.
Hello, do we not? That's what we talk to our clients about
all the time.
Every day, and then that is our. We charge for that. That's called project management.
Right.
So
exactly,
you need to just put together a little bill for your bride. I'm sorry, but like here's my project management fee.
I will take Venmo.
Yeah, your party is gorgeous, is it not? Yes, that
like
was
it?
My time.
Yeah.
My creativity. No, but yeah, exactly. If you have to balance that out in anything that you do, is this going to take me more time than I'm willing to give it, or could I make this process easier for everyone involved and pass it off? Delegate.
Stress. Oh my God, yeah, delegating.
Remember, I shared with you. I'll link it to
Yes.
this. It's like the quadrant of how you can spend your time. Like if it's hot and it needs your expertise, then you do it.
Yeah.
If it's hot but it doesn't need you, delegate. And it's just that quadrant. And I'm like, I've never really thought about that before, but it really kind of helped me prioritize, because we all, like we talk about every week, have 1 billion things going on at a time.
And I think we get so caught up even too, like delegating and from a work mindset, but like I just had this connection where I'm like, the same thing happens in my life where I do the same.
I know.
Shit.
I know. I'm with you. And even we had a huge brainstorm meeting internally a couple hours ago, and we had a bunch of people at the table, and that's time. You know, it might not look like we're using resources because we're not out on a shoot or spending money, but we are using an hour and a half of people's time that could be spent somewhere else. So it's great to think about. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I was going to segue that into our first question that someone asked us.
Okay, yeah.
How often should you refresh your brand? Logos, colors, etc. This was from my sister Rachel.
That is a great question.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Where's your brain go?
That's obviously, I can't give one answer because it depends on so many factors.
Yeah.
So, gosh, if you have your brand and you have a set product or solutions that you offer, and then maybe that product or solutions change, or maybe the audience changes, then change it. But, you know, when we set out to create a brand, we're always thinking like, how can this have longevity? How can this last the test of time? How can this not be a trend? So it's definitely not something that you should be thinking of like, okay, I'm going to create the brand now, and then I'm going to refresh it in 2 to 3 years or 5 years. It's like so many factors have to go into changing your brand. It's a huge undertaking. I mean, and I don't think a lot of people think about it. It's like you have to, if you're going to rebrand, you're going to have to change the sticker on your door. You're going to have to change your email signatures, the decals on your trucks, website. Yep. It's a huge undertaking.
Yeah, my mind, as you were talking, started to go to Casey's because they just recently updated their logo, and I think when it
Remember
happened,
that? Talk about Scandival.
Right? Everyone was like, "What the heck? Why did they change it?" And I think a big part of it, from my perspective, was probably they needed to modernize it. Like it was just kind of out of touch. You see all these other brands that were updating their logos to be more simple and kind of that aspect of simplicity, and Casey's just needed to follow suit in that to
Well, they did. You had to compete, you know, and their old logo was looking a little old, especially that font that they chose. And they did I would call that more of a brand refresh.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they didn't throw everything out the window. They just took what they had and they modernized it.
Yeah.
And they're competing. Like,
yeah,
give
especially in the gas station game. It's competitive out there.
Oh my gosh. All thanks to social media.
All thanks to good old Come and Go. Just
I know.
Setting the world on fire.
Hey, that was my first job.
Was
I know
it
I've
really?
talked about it on this podcast. I'm jealous before, but yeah.
I didn't realize that. My mom was a gas station.
We go all out at Come and Go. This is Mackenzie. How can I help you?
We go all out.
We go all out at Come and Go, yeah. Yeah, we did. We wore
You just get it all out at Come and
ties.
Go.
Had to wear long ties.
Oh, you did?
Khakis,
In a button-up?
white button up, and a tie. So say we were promoting Gatorade, 2 for 3, whatever. Gatorade tie.
So
Not
you were
good.
like a little marketer at your old Come and Go then, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. You want some of these
Just trying
Gatorades, babe? Keep yourself hydrated.
Electrolytes.
You might need one tonight, but you're definitely going to need one tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So you should just get the 2.
Especially
it's a
because
better
you're getting
deal.
a six-pack.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
some
I know we didn't really answer your sister's question. I'm sorry, Rachel.
I know,
We love
it's
you, but
yeah, it's kind of like you said. There's a lot of factors that go into it, and why you want to in the first place too. Like, what's the goal
what's the goal?
of why you would want to?
Yep. Lay those all out.
Even
too.
your audience, like seeing who your audience is.
Yeah, if there's a complete disconnect from what you are now, from what you were previously, then sure, why not go for it? But
Yeah.
don't create more confusion by just because you're like,
Yeah,
I'm sick of this.
Yeah, I don't like the font.
Yeah.
Like, I think, yeah, if anything, it's, especially today, it's to modernize it and make it more of that simple style, which is effective. And it's good on the eye.
Agreed.
Question 1.
Felt good. Check.
Okay, number 2. This is from someone you know. What impact can businesses have on career choices / recruitment by partnering with high school students? In my kids' school district, businesses are slow to allow anyone under 18 job shadow or internship with their company since the pandemic. Now, I know you have some thoughts on this.
I do, and this is a great question from Megan. Hi, Megan. Yes. Okay. So it's kind of a long question, but I just want to pick it apart. So what impact can these businesses have on students by letting them job shadow? Huge impact. And that could go both ways. So that could be, if they let these students come in and job shadow, and if they want to keep them in the area, they could potentially be training their future employee, right? So huge impact. That's good for them, good for the student. On the student side of things, I was doing my max stats, you know how I do. And I was just thinking, okay, when do kids really start considering or weighing the options for what they want to do for a career? Yeah. And so she's saying that businesses in the area aren't letting kids do that till 18. In my opinion, 18 is way too late.
Yeah.
You are already applying for colleges. You're already having to make those decisions. And if you haven't been able to get in and get that experience, you've missed the boat there.
Which are huge decisions, like
huge decisions.
Financially, time again, just big decisions.
Big decisions. So when I was looking this up, you're going to laugh at this. Well, I did. I was shocked. So this poll, one poll study was taken in 2019, and this was polling parents. What age do you think that they thought their kids should start considering a career, or which career they wanted?
Probably like 16 or 17.
5.5 years old. That's Hayes. No, that's parents. Okay, so I'm like, I don't know which parents.
Like,
no.
I get it. It's so crazy.
That was pre-pandemic.
It's so crazy because you ask the question, like, oh, what are they good at, or what do you think they're going to be? And, like, do you remember what you wanted to be when you grew up? Like, is it anything?
I wanted to be a veterinarian because every girl in my class wanted to be, or a marine biologist.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had a friend that wanted
huge
to be
dolphin fan.
Did you watch, what was that one movie?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Something tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so that was parents being polled, but then, tutorextra.org, they said then a realistic time to start formal career training is by 8 or 9 years old. Now, that blows my mind.
It's so young.
It is so young. But then I was talking to Danny, and she was saying, well, she was a coach, so recruiting the talent or, the athletes, they're already deciding by 8th or 9th grade.
Yeah.
So that is getting earlier and earlier. Kids are starting to think about that. Plus, technology is huge. They're able to go watch videos or, watch YouTube about things that interest them. But I don't think, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think it's such a huge benefit to be able to go experience that thing that you have an interest in because, it might look cool, it might sound awesome, but if you don't get to experience it, you're never going to know.
Yeah.
Then you're going to say, that's what I want to do. I'm going to go to college. And then, oh, shit, they're going to have to make the phone call to mom and dad at the end of the first semester. I'm coming home
Yeah.
and I'm staying there for Thanksgiving. Like, we're staying home. So they drop out. The average dropout rate is 32.9%.
Is it really?
Of undergrads, they're not going to ever graduate.
Did it say why? Or just
No.
it just said the percentage?
Yeah, but I mean, you think about it. Like, you get to school, you haven't job shadowed before you're 18. Of course.
Yeah.
So there's, yeah.
It's so, when I heard this question, I went to that too. I went to kids being able to see the opportunities that are out there beyond school, because I've said to people before, and people ask me, like, do I need to go to college to do what you do? And I'll upfront, I will literally say, no, you don't. Like, you can just get in there and start learning from people that are doing it right now, especially in marketing, because it's constantly changing, you know? But being able to see what is actually out there, and because things can change too. Like,
oh my gosh,
why is the career I choose at 18 going to be the career that I do for the next like 50 years or whatever, you know? And I think maybe the 5-year-old thing, my brain was going to like, okay, they have like something they enjoy. Like, I've always been creative, but like I didn't know where that creativity was going to lead me, right? And that shifted for me. But at the core of it, I was still always a creative person. And I'm here right now. I'm doing marketing, and I love it. But that could shift.
That's true.
Always coming up, you know. But staying true to, this is kind of getting off question, but
no, it isn't. I actually think that's a great point. Like, you as a parent, or you know, someone that's around kids, the teachers, they can see those qualities in the kids, and you know, it's like you weren't ever going to maybe go be a veterinarian, like I said I wanted to be, because you know, that just weren't the things that interested you.
Right.
Maybe you wanted to be like a groomer, give them like the funny things. I don't know. That's a bad example, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think there's definitely characteristics in people that you can tell. Like, if it's a quadrant, like the numbers people, the creative people, things like that.
I think another thing too, along with the recruitment in high school thing, from a business perspective, I also value it as a great opportunity for brand awareness, to get your brand out to these younger kids, and they can talk about it with their parents, kind of more of that word of mouth thing. So I think that's a great opportunity to get involved in your community at the high school level as well.
Yeah. Great. Check. Check and check.
Question 3. How does someone become as awesome as Mackenzie? I ask myself this question.
I'm sure you do. Well,
the Walkie Chamber asked that for you.
Oh, you guys, stop it. That's not. We can't answer that. This is all. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Just kidding. I'm a non-violent person. It's all smoke and mirrors. Shelby knows that. She knows.
Yeah. Number 4, can you talk swag for marketing? Worth the money. People want hats, shirts, other, etc. This is from one of our followers, KMZ. I am messing that up. KMZ even 13. That's how my mind reads it. But you know, like sometimes other people's minds read it differently.
I do know what you mean.
Maybe her last name's Devin.
This one.
I had some thoughts about this.
I know you did.
My initial brain went to kind of what we talked about with the brand logo redesign is what is your goal of getting swag? Is it just to get more brand awareness to people in your area? If your goal is to get sales with it, that wouldn't be like my first thing to suggest, is to get swag. But if it's just like as a brand awareness thing, you're at an event, it's fun, all that stuff, why not? People enjoy that stuff. And I also bring up the second question is, who are you giving the swag to? Like, is that something they would want? Because then you have to think about this swag, right? Like, I know we talk about swag a lot, and we want to get it for the podcast and Bing Bang. So if you guys are interested, holler at your girls. But for us, like, what makes sense for swag is more of like a koozie or a coaster rather than like I guess a notebook would make sense for us too.
Yeah.
But just like
No, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
What's the reasoning? Because swag can cost a lot of money depending on the quantity and the quality. And swag, you want quality things. If
Yeah.
you're going to make the investment, at least,
Yeah.
get the quality stuff. But you're right. Is it to take with you when you're going to a business meeting, or is it just for your employees? That's all great.
Yeah.
It's all great because it serves a different purpose. But, we'll talk to you a little bit more of that or about that online if you want us to.
Yeah.
Offline, I can't talk today. Sorry. I love swag.
I do too. We used it at, we did a golf outing last summer.
Yeah. Oh
and
my goodness.
That was really fun. We had hats. The hats were left over, but we gave away hats to people, and people loved them. Like, they're like, oh, these are like nice hats.
My dad wears that. It's his nice hat.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
his nice hat.
We did like a little golf bag cooler, because that related to us. We gave them golf balls.
We did 2 blue balls.
Yeah, and a towel. Oh, I was gonna leave that part out, but you just teed me up for it. So that's literally all Lori and I kept saying that whole afternoon.
And a towel. Oh my goodness.
We got the golf guys laughing at us.
Hey,
These 2 blonde chicks
Bing
on
bang creates
hole 8.
excitement.
It's true. We think out of the box.
That's right. Oh my
But
gosh.
it is. People love that stuff. We made it like a little game, so it's very effective.
Yeah, especially if it's clever. Like, I
Yeah.
think it is clever.
Yeah. We use, I know we've also gotten, Rachel's asked us before too, where we go to get swag. We've used for imprints a lot.
We have, but I would say if you have a local swag vendor,
That's true too.
go through them because they are always going to be on top of the trends. That's what they're researching, and they're going to be able to source it for you and get a good price. They do, like, For Imprint they're from Wisconsin, so it's not like they're this gigantic corporate beast, and they're so nice. They
so
call
nice.
you and they've got that Wisconsin accent. Hey, I'm from Oshkosh. All right.
I'm not going to give you my accent.
Yeah, I don't. Minnesota.
I get made fun of. Next question. Dawn, our good old friend Dawn,
Yes, girl.
she asked us our best advice on click ads. And my thing, again, is know your audience.
You have to.
There's nothing you would hate more than spending all this money and time creating a message and a campaign, and for it to just fall on eyes that don't want
Right.
to see it or not like relating to the content. So know your audience and who you want to speak to, so you can create content that will feed that click ad.
Yeah, exactly. Create, there's a lot that goes into creating that campaign. You don't just want to rush that and put it out there and then be disappointed that you're getting the clicks but no conversions.
Yeah.
Because that's when we're running a campaign that we feel that's pretty like tight, that's good, and we're not getting the conversions, we have to go back. So it's just going to take you more time on the back end to say, why was this so unsuccessful if you haven't put the work in up front? But yeah.
And also have a clear CTA for what the click ad is. I think that can get, like, the hook and the CTA needs to be clear so people can just like read it and know what to do. If you try to fluff it up too much, and I can be known for being fluffy, it gets lost and people are like, what do they want me to do? Or what is this thing they want me to get for free or whatever? So have a clear CTA and a really strong hook too, to get people to notice your message, I think too.
Exactly. We talked about that last week.
We did.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I know. Look at us.
Yeah, listen to our last episode, Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn.
Next one. What's been keeping you too motivated lately? What's been your why? This is I'm going to mess this up again. Fahi240.
Wow, Fahey?
Yeah, maybe. Fahi. You can tell me if I'm saying any of this wrong, please. Be like, hey, Shelby, you fucked up.
You done effed up. Oh, man. In the business, I assume.
Yeah.
You know what I've been really geeking out on lately, and I know that you see it when I talk about it and just exist, is we're getting back to the whys of other people's brands, and I love that. I love that. And being able to then say, okay, well, what are we going to do with that? So we've been running brand workshops, and those are a ton of work. Don't get me wrong, but I love them because I love hearing the passion out of the team members that we get to talk to about their brand. And then going back to the board and concepting campaigns and saying like, this is going to be out living its best life in the wild soon.
Yeah.
It's going to change the way that they do business or position their brand. I love all that. It's so exciting to do something different.
That was my thoughts too when I read this morning. I just started typing because I needed to get out of my head. And my why is like knowing that there's a client out there that is relying on me and us to take their business to the next level. You know, that's what I keep coming back to. Like, they rely on us as the experts to do that, and I don't take that lightly at all. Like, I keep coming back to that. So that's why it takes sometimes a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of work to get it done, because we are so passionate about what we do.
Yeah, I guess I did skim right over my why. My why is very aligned with yours. That's right. Hearing from these people and then looking them in the eyes and saying, yeah, we're going to help you hit your goals or tell your story. I love being able to do that.
Yeah, and I think we have such a unique perspective on marketing and how businesses should market their business that I'm just so passionate. Like, I want to like share that and tell them like, look at all the possibilities like
I know.
You could do with
well,
it.
That's why this podcast was born.
Right. Out of my why could very well be this podcast too. I love educating people on what they could do to promote their business, because I get how personal it is. I don't have a business, but like I see it in my clients all the time. So
definitely,
that's a big why for me too.
Big old why.
Because I don't know what else I'd be doing. I mean, I love what I do.
A dog groomer. I think I made that perfectly clear a little bit ago. I don't know what the hell I was talking about.
I can see myself being. I've always said I'd be really good at thriving on 3 or 4 part-time jobs.
Oh,
because I am such a squirrel.
I am too. But
or I'd make a great secretary, I think, too. Like at a dental office.
Give you a bunch of tasks and just like go knock them all out. Yeah.
I think I'd be really good at that.
Yeah.
Clock out at 4.
I could do
See
that
ya.
too. Yeah. And just shut her off for the night.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I honestly think about what that's like, to be able to shut your brain off at a certain time and just go home, watch Tom Scandival or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably great. I bet those people look so well rested. Unlike
they don't look like
myself.
My hoodie and my leather leggings, but
you look adorable.
we got to keep it. I did this last time too, but I had it reversed. Yeah. Now it's casual on top, party on bottom.
Hell yeah.
The same guy also asked if we're ever going to have guests on the show outside of Bing Bang.
We are.
I'm going to have you speak to that because you have some people in mind.
I do. I have a vision for this. As the topics evolve or go into territories that we see fit or necessary to have other people come in and share their expertise, absolutely. That's within these walls, brand, logo, identity. I would love to bring Grace in, video, John, storytelling. I love that. We even have the influencer one. Jay, I texted you. I'm sorry. I owe you a text back. I'm going to bring him in to talk about his influencer series through the Des Moines Register and just how he's positioned himself to tell those stories. So we are. It's exciting. I think we could talk about all of this stuff, but why not hear it from the true niche expert in that area?
And we also started talking about a little bit last week, maybe doing a little live show.
Oh yeah,
or something like that.
I would love
if
that.
people are interested in that, just let us know. We can invite you all in for a little Bing Bang special. That sounds...
What?
Whoa.
I
don't even know what that is. So.
I am rarely speechless.
But I did it. It didn't happen.
You did it.
So let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Yeah. Just shooting the shit with us. That's what we love to do.
Mm-hmm. We can theme these episodes out. We can. Oh, shit. Give us a theme. I mean, give Shelby a theme. She's taking the party down to Houston. No, Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Austin.
Yeehaw,
that's the theme.
Named all of the cities except for the one that's
There's so many down there.
Texas is pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Pretty darn.
Yeah, and if you have any Austin recommendations, throw them my way too.
Hit a girl up. Yeah. Incredible.
Last question we got. How does Bing Bang plan to grow with the new infrastructure going up around the office? That was Michael Hartberg on Twitter.
Nice. Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, we are in Waukee, and all around us, we have Live Nation going up over there. We got
what's this area called?
Keytown Loop.
We are in the Keytown Loop, baby.
And so there's just constantly new buildings getting put up, houses, all that stuff. So we are in the action.
We are right in the middle of the action, actually. It's been exciting. We've been able to work on that project, did some of the branding for that. And we're so excited to see where it goes and takes off.
Yeah.
How we're planning to grow. We're not really basing our growth on what's going on around us. We've definitely set huge goals for this next year and the next 5 years for our growth, which is very exciting because we've got the best clients and the best partners. But as we position ourselves to be able to take care of some of the people that are moving in around us, well, who knows what the future holds? It's so exciting. We are going to get a bunch of new neighbors, a bunch of new industries that come in. I'm sure some of these celebrities that are going to be playing at the venue want us to create some great things for them. So,
you think
hey,
so?
We'll be ready.
You think Eric Church is like going to stop by? Oh my God.
He needs like custom aviators, or we all just.
I would buy them.
Yeah.
I would. Oh my God. Are you going to see him at the fair?
Eric Church?
Yeah.
I'm seeing the chicks at the state
Are
fair.
you
Did I tell you that?
No.
Yes.
I
my
want
aunt,
to see the chicks at
Megan,
the fair.
thank you. Yeah. She is taking all of her nieces because she's the world's best. She's like my sister. I mean, she's only a few years older than me, so it's funny that I'm like,
what day is that?
Aunt. I don't know, but we're going. I need to plan my outfit. Will you help me pick out my outfit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I want to see them.
Oh, I'm so excited.
bad.
I forget about that. It's like I put that to the back of my brain.
Just because there's so many other things. I also want to see Shania Twain. She's on tour this summer.
Let's go, girls.
Exactly. Yeehaw again for
That
Shania.
does impress me much. It does.
That was good.
Or it would, I guess. Oh, shit.
That's all I got.
Those were great questions.
I did love those questions. They were
Good job, everybody. Thank you.
all over the board.
Absolutely. What a great time.
So yeah, if you ever have any more, please feel free to DM us. You can reply to our newsletter, or if you're not signed up for our newsletter, that's info.itsbingbang.com.
Sign up for the newsletter.
Newsletter. Yeah, we send some goodness into your inbox every other Tuesday.
We do. It's just
check us
the
out.
perfect amount, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not needy.
No.
We are cool.
Super cool.
So cool.
But if you want more of us, just let us know.
Yeah, just send us a DM too. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.